Hello everyone, my name is Mike from Creative Custom Interiors. I am a professional woodworker. I do cabinet making, refinishing, touch-up repair, restoration of antiques, dog shoe repairs, and more. I am a professional finisher. What I'm about to show you is a paint glaze technique, and to give you a better idea as far as how glaze work is applied to cabinet doors. So the customer's door is right here. This is their door that they are having me match off of. And there are two different types of glaze. When I say two different types, there are two different colors. There's one color that's on the inside of here, another color that's on the outside. The brushes I'm using are a sable brush. They are a perfect brush to use when you have solvent chemicals. This is a solvent-based pre-catalyzed lacquer. I applied 2 coats of a post-catalyzed primer and 1 coat of a pre-catalyzed lacquer paint top coat to match the paint color, and now I'm doing the glaze work on the edges. So the key to glaze work is a steady hand. And without a steady hand, it makes it very, very difficult to duplicate these type of finishes. Sometimes they're done by computer, other times they're done by hand. This one is done by hand. So the key is to not have stop and start marks. So you're basically starting off dipping the brush in your glaze, and then you're essentially doing an airplane method, basically a landing and a takeoff type of method. So, and what I mean by that is I'm basically starting off with just getting the product on there and being careful not to get any on top of the face here or on the edge. It's very, very difficult to not get any on the edge or the top, but that's where the steady hand comes in. And right now I'm just trying to get product on there. And then I'll come by with my airplane method to essentially remove the excess, and then also to allow me to have a nice straight line of consistent glaze. So this is where I have the product on there. Okay, you can see I've done my start and stop methods, which is really what you want to avoid when you're doing the finished part, because you don't want to have it blotchy like that. So I'm basically starting off with the brush off the piece, and I'm slowly coming into it, and I'm going to come back off of it. But I want to keep a consistent flow of brush the entire way. If I end up getting any on the areas that I don't want any to be on, I can use mineral spirits to wipe it off. And if I'm a little heavy with my glaze, I can dip my brush into a little bit of mineral spirits, or put a little bit of mineral spirits on my brush itself, and that will help thin out and remove any of the glaze that may have dried. Glaze truly never dries. So when I'm done with this, I'm going to end up adding a pre-catalyzed sealer to lock this glaze in. So it's starting to dry on me. So what I'll do is I'll take a little bit of mineral spirits I have in here, just basically just a dash of it, very little dash. Then tap it off, and then I'll come back and it'll remove and smooth out the dried areas. This is not a perfect science. This is not a 1, 2, 3, take a brush and away you go. A lot of times it's trial and error. So like right there, I got a little bit on the face. But because I have a little bit of mineral spirits in there, it easily wipes off. I could take a rag and do it, or my finger. It just all depends. So now I'm really getting this thinned out, and I'm getting it to look more like what I want it to. And you also could take and dab the brush in a t-shirt type rag, and that will also help with removing some of the mineral spirits and also the glaze as well. That right there is a perfect brush stroke. Almost. Bingo. Okay, so now that I have that done, now essentially I could take and seal the door with a clear sealer and then a top coat after this, and now from that point I'll be good to go. So thanks a lot for watching. Hope you guys learned something. If you got any questions, please comment below, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the video, along with hitting the notification bell to make sure you receive notifications every time I put new videos on. Thanks everyone.